Hello, and here we are today with a new video with yet another Taumata. So here today is Pohatu. Again, some other folks are mixed up in this canister. It looks like we've got, so yeah, again, no instructions here. It looks like we've actually got a couple different things going on in here. Yeah, as you can see, you've got Jala. Wow, this is a dirty mask. This was probably the first Bionicle that I ever owned, right? Jala from McDonald's. So yeah, I'll put this. Oh, and we also have here Vakama, another classic. Just put all this to this side. We've also got the green dragonfly. Yeah, the Nui Rama in here. Oh, and cool. Look at that. Jala's disc. Surprisingly good shape. Alright. Bionicle AS. Yeah, sorry. So as I mentioned last video, the Nui Jaga are the only ones that have, I mean not the only, but one of the early ones that have those black leg pieces. This has one of the common kind of sword hands in black, the Nui Rama. And so if you wanted to make your Toas all black, for example, these two sets already have most of the key pieces that you need. Even the heads too, actually. Alright, so we'll start with the body. So what's unique about Pohatu is that he is upside down. He does only have one swinging leg, but his torso, he's the only torso that's inverted. So that's pretty interesting. Again, since this isn't with instructions, I'm going to kind of build it a little differently. Because I use kind of like process elimination with the pieces that we have here. So his arms have these interesting ball joint things, which tend to go in other places on the other characters. I believe that's actually just an issue that has to do with, they're supposed to make his shoulders look broader, right? Because the torso is inverted. And so the other unique thing about him is kind of like Onua, but entirely differently, is the neck. He has this neck piece that goes into this like cavity here, so that he can have a neck while he's inverted. And I believe it looks like this. And so you go it in here, so when you thread this through, it like has a slight wiggle to it. I've always thought that was kind of funny. He's like a bobblehead a little bit. And then he's also, because he has this inverted situation, he's also one of the only ones where his arms are locked, like forward too, actually. It's kind of interesting. little top heavy. And so he also has his one leg in place here. Oh, whoops. Sorry about that. So I did use this piece wrong. Oh, no, never mind. No, I didn't. So this piece goes here. Yeah, so he has this black one and this tan one for the neck. It's kind of interesting. I want to say I mixed those up, you know, when I was little. And you can kind of tell like which were the pieces that were used because they have this wear around the like 1 mark on the 3. So in terms of the legs, these were never got unassembled, but technically this is his weapon, right? Is this tan component, which I believe makes Tahu the only character whose weapons are his secondary color. It's just kind of interesting. Sorry, did I say Tahu? I mean Pohatu. And so this, yeah, which we've talked about this a few times, these guns, I mean, they're not, they're hands, but people always have joked that they were guns. So these go here. They kind of lock in. I've always liked that about this piece, as you can kind of lock it in. You don't have to though. Alright, we'll clean up all this other stuff. I'm not really sure why there's a big gear here. I don't remember these characters using them, but oh well. Yeah, so here we are, Tahu. Oh my god, I keep saying Tahu. Pohatu. So Pohatu, as a character, I honestly, you know, full disclosure, this is like one of my least favorite Bionicles to play with. I know that some people think because he's inverted, it's more interesting. I just was like, I mean, look, we can kick this ball. That's cool, I guess. It just doesn't feel, I was like, what, is this a soccer player that we have with the rest of these guys are like warriors? So always been a little underwhelmed. I do, you know, I've never really thought so much about this shoulder thing because it looks pretty good actually, these wider shoulders. It almost makes him, kind of looks like a little tanky, you know, right now. So yeah, and then in terms of other masks, right, we've got the silver mask and the gold mask. So for some reason, I do think that these ones were more common. Maybe it was just where I lived, but it seemed like these masks are, and it still seems that way, that these ones are easier to find than, particularly than the How. And also for whatever reason, the Kopaka's mask seems to be hard to find in gold, but yeah, so here we are, yeah, Pohatu in all his glory. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.